Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Um Today we are starting a new series all talking about Big 10 football, specifically Ohio State, Michigan, Penn State, and Wisconsin. And you may ask why these four teams. And I have decided that it is these four teams because they are the driver's seat in the Big 10 for now. Last year, none of these teams, except for Ohio State, did well, but in 19, 18, 17, and 16, at least like two of these teams in those years were ranked at the end of the year, and all three at points had like high expectations entering the season, really since 2016. That has been the case, and it's the case next year. A lot of people are expecting Wisconsin and Penn State to bounce back. Some are expecting Michigan to bounce back. Many are still expecting Ohio State to be relevant and to win the Big Ten title, as am I. But I would like to give these other three teams, and the other teams of the Big Ten too, attention. Specifically, since I'm a Michigan fan, I'm a huge admirer of Wisconsin as well, and what they have done despite their small amounts of talent. So this series, who will beat Ohio State first, is going to be the series. It may change to who will beat Ohio State next if a team steps up and consistently beats them. And that's what the series is going to be named. And I'm going to have it be going and going until Ohio State becomes irrelevant, and I don't think they'll ever become irrelevant. They've been the most consistent team since World War II, and looking at the records that I'm displaying here, all teams since 2010, Ohio State by far has the best record, and versus these other three teams, who are the next three best in conference, they win 87% of the time. Ohio State wins 87% of the time versus these next three teams. And that, right there, is frightening. It's an atrocity, especially when you think that the Big Ten's the second best conference. It's not. The reason the SEC's the best conference is because Alabama is led by, undisputedly, maybe the greatest head coach of all time, and he still doesn't win the SEC 4 years in a row. He hasn't. Ohio State has in a weaker conference with now Urban Meyer, some could dispute, is close to Nick Saban's level. I don't think Ryan Day is yet, but even so, it's no excuse for other teams to occasionally beat him. And while they haven't done anything with it, unlike the teams in the SEC that occasionally have beaten Saban. So I think these three teams are the next teams to beat Ohio State when a team does. They're the teams that have the greatest chance. These teams embody three qualities that I'll explain in one episode each later. Three qualities that I think are a necessity to beat Ohio State. I think you need two out of the three to be competitive, like win 3 or 4 games every decade, and to be on their level, like 1 out of 2 games, like every other you beat them, or to have a winning record against them in a decade, you have to have all three. And these three teams, Michigan, Penn State, and Wisconsin, all only have really one, and then there's another quality they have. One of the three qualities is a great weakness of theirs too. And you can't really have even one quality be a great weakness of yours if you want to compete with Ohio State. Ohio State's too elite, too good coaching, and in all honesty, if their coordinators may be really good, if they have one bad year, their coordinators are fired immediately. That's what's going to happen. The expectation is so high, they have so much money. It will take a genius and a committed staff to consistently roll over Ohio State, is what that will take. So this is the pilot episode. I've done all the explaining that I really want to do. The episodes will be in between 10 to 30 minutes. They're just going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these images here, just explaining what's going on and explaining some stats, maybe when I'm talking about one team in particular or concerns, some information among other things. And that's really about it. I'm going to try to release these episodes 2-3 days a week. And especially during the summer and during the fall, during football season, I'm going to be doing this a lot and constantly covering games, talking about games, mainly for these 4 teams, because like I've said, these are the top 4 teams in the Big Ten, in my opinion, at this moment, the ones who have the best chance to go to the next step, in my opinion, again. If you've reached this far into the video, remember to like and subscribe, share this around, hit the notification bell, and comment your thoughts and what I should do in this series, what I should talk about, anything else that would like to be added in the series, comment down below. Thank you, and see you next time.